Okay, hello everybody. Why don't you enjoy a what we're gonna do today is okay, let me turn down the music. If you know Avatar, it's Uncle Iroh in the background. I'll probably give a link to that so you guys can listen to it on your own free time. This is a drawing that I'm currently working on at the moment. I would like today to talk about Etsy. Sorry, I'm not showing my face at the moment. I'm about to start getting ready in a few to go outside. I have bought some shoes and I need to go pick them up. Also, I need to run a couple errands because I start a job tomorrow. The first job in a while, let's say. A while being like 3 or 4 months. It was enough for me to, because I was looking for a long time. But yes, I want to talk to you guys today about Etsy. I've had a few artists reach out to me about Etsy. I want to show my Etsy right now. So, okay, you guys see a lot of things going on in my tabs. Don't judge me. I'm a person with a whole bunch of tabs. I don't know why I can't pull this up. It's okay. Besides the point. Here's my link tree. Quick side note, my link tree. You can find everything you need here. All my links. Webtoons, Wattpad, my TikTok, everything. I'll get into that later. Okay, so advice that I would give artists for Etsy to make more sales, because I've had a few artists come to me about that. First off, are you sharing your Etsy? That's number one. You need to share the Etsy. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, all that. You need to show your Etsy account. See, I have 152 admirers. Um, you can do so much with Etsy. I've had a few people tell me like Etsy isn't that good and stuff like that. But well, as far as like having to pay for listings and stuff like that, and I'll go over this again in a different not episode, a different YouTube video, so you guys can actively probably pay attention a little bit more. I'll have like some effects and stuff like the other YouTubers do when they're listing out things in the YouTube video. That's important. But as for now, I'm going to be showing my Etsy in the video, and we're gonna do a draw with me and talk type of thing. As for my reviews, when I have sales, I always make sure I keep in contact with my buyers. Always, I tell them hello, thank you for buying from me. I also make sure that when it ships, I let them know that it ships, and after that, I tell them, like, hey, can you please give a review if you can, if you like the product, you know, if you see it. Because sometimes the buyers, they don't see it. They don't always see it. So you see a few of my reviews here. Make sure you go and do extra. In one of my comment sections, you'll see, if you go to my Etsy, this guy says, so amazing, quick response, and even did extra above and beyond. I always go above and beyond. Always. And I know a few of you are small businesses like me, and let's face it, stuff goes wrong sometimes. We don't have all the equipment that we may need all the time, and things happen because, once again, we're a small business. I'll get in depth into that another video, but to just quickly explain things. Just to quickly explain things, yes, like this is what's needed. You need to be on time with things so you can be a star seller. Um, I'm not sure my star seller badge is. I messed up a little bit. With my two current orders, I didn't get to ship them out fast enough, but I definitely spoke with two of the people that bought my prints, and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, I have a lot of stuff going on. I was trying to do a lot of things, um, and I didn't necessarily have the time to yet ship them, but will be shipping out this week for sure because everything's running smoothly now, or if not, next week. And that will be another video. And will everything I'm saying that will be in another video, it's going to be the next video. Basically explaining deeper into all of this of why it took so long to get out these Etsy orders just for 2 customers though. I've had 16 customers so far. I also want to demonstrate you can do so much with your Etsy. I'm learning that I'm getting more buyers because I'm giving them more options for what they might want to buy. Like I've had people come to me about frames. Do you sell your work with frames? And I have to start listing that as well. Um, I have to list that in my description. I will start doing that soon. Also, make sure you pay attention to your policies. Make sure you update your policies. You can do that definitely in your settings. You just have to look for it. I promise you it's there. Etsy lets you do all of that. If you um do certain policies, like maybe you might not give returns or something like that, well, you need to list that. That stuff is important because when stuff happens, trust me, you want to have that information there. Like people get serious. This is a serious thing. When an artist starts a business, it needs to be taken seriously, man. I can't stress that enough to you guys. So yes, I'm not too sure what you guys are selling. Some artists might sell like crafts type of things. I've had one person come up to me about my Etsy and they sell crafts and stuff like jewelry, stuff like that. I've had another artist that draws just like me digitally. Not sure if they're selling prints, but yes, this is for the artists that selling prints. Bigger sizes, options. I'm going to be adding more options to the size because people want large things of your artwork. They love that. I also want to get into tapestries, huge wallpapers, and I'm doing that right now as we speak. It's all about expansion. Expansion is definitely needed. Also, I can't stress this enough, guys. If you're an artist, you need to make sure those prices are correct. I did start out small. I did with my pricing. But I'm realizing I'm promoting my Etsy everywhere and like I need to raise my prices because I'm getting more sales and because my art should have never been that low of a price to begin with. Like people do want to buy your art. Like um I know artists say this a lot on YouTube to other artists. They're like, yeah, people will buy your artwork, but I want to be specific here. I don't want to give false I guess I'd say narratives, I guess could be the word. Or I'll just stick with a false perspective. I don't want to give a false perspective out there to artists that are just now starting and me being like, hey, like, you guys, you can make money off your art because not every artist can. I don't think we talk about that a lot. And I've seen a lot of artists like big YouTuber artists that speak on these types of things, because I've looked in so much information before I started everything. You guys should do that as well. Look into information. Look at information on your own. I only asked one other artist, and that was about Amazon shipping, because I do want to in the future start working with Amazon because they have a whole bunch of customers. Etsy is the same way. I feel like when you ship with um stores, or what's the word they call it? Not sure, markets or something. In store markets. I forgot what they call it, but Etsy is one of those. Basically, it's a word that describes websites um that let people buy their, I mean, not buy, that let people share their art for sale, like sell products and stuff, but they have a whole bunch of customers built into their website and their store already. That's definitely Amazon. People know about Amazon. They go there all the time. People do Society 6. I believe they do have like a built-in customer um, source in their store, but I'm not too sure. That's why you kind of like, I don't know. For me, I haven't got that many sales. I don't know. That's another um, video. I want to do another video on talking about all these websites that a lot of artists talk about using and stuff like that. Store Envy just started. I'm not gonna say too much about that yet because I do think that that's something where my art could flourish at. But Society 6, I'm not too much seeing it yet. I am currently selling tapestries on there, I believe. I think it's Society 6. I have a whole bunch of stores. That's another thing. Multiple streams of income, people. Multiple streams of income. I also like to show like me with my artwork so people can generally get like a feeling of trustworthiness that, I actually do this stuff. I'm not a scam. Because some Etsy sellers, they be probably scams. Like, you never know. Like, think big, guys. Think big. So yeah, I show extra pictures of myself sometimes when I'm selling a product. Like, look at all these prints, kind of so they can kind of get a feel about the sizes, how everything looks, and I'm gonna be selling my paintings on here soon, at least prints of my paintings. So yeah, just so people can understand. I also sell different styles. Oh, they're not gonna show you. Gee, they don't show you. I have to definitely list this in the description. I thought they showed you. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, it shows right here. It shows right here. So this would be dramatic, and then it automatically changes to. No, it doesn't. No, and my bad. This, if you're seeing this and you buy from my Etsy, this is the dramatic one. This one is the base. I might have didn't link it yet though. That could be another thing. Okay, so let's go back to my shop. So to recollect everything I just said. Also, sidetrack again. Sorry guys. I be having a lot to talk about to you guys. I'm working on that though. These are my first YouTube videos for the most part. I'm starting out new, but also do an announcement. Etsy just made a new update where you can do announcements. Not sure if it's new, so don't quote me, but as from what I've seen, they are adding new stuff though that you can do for your Etsy. I think here I did it for this one. I think I linked the photos. Select this. Okay, that's base and dramatic. Okay, so it does. I have to update the other videos, but you see how not the other videos, the other prints. But you see how it changes. This is the base. This is dramatic. Anytime you press on it, it changes. That's how it's supposed to be. So I'll redo that for my other one because I don't want my buyers confused about anything. Also, Etsy does this other thing where it's not showing right now. Yeah, I don't know why, but they show other prints that you sell that would go well with the print that somebody's currently looking at. I love that they do that. Like, I swear, Etsy, I'm trying to tell you, it's really good. I feel like it's the best so far and really workable with people can heart your stuff. I've had a lot of hearts on my prints. Um, so yes, to recollect everything again. Bigger sizes, more pictures so people can get a feel for what they're buying. Also, if you're selling prints, try to like show them in a space. Like these aren't two good pictures. I'm gonna update these, but this is what I started out with. You gotta start somewhere. But show your prints somewhere like on the wall next to some good furniture, something like that, so people can get a feel of like, oh well, if I buy the print, this is how it may look in my area, so they can get a feel for that. And to show what they're buying, like how does these prints exactly look? I'm showing that my prints are crisp, they're glossy, they're thick, they're not thin. Some I have a very very few small prints that are paper like, but generally they're thick. So this is me just showcasing myself with the art so people can get a feel of the person that's making the art. I don't want to come off as a stranger with my business. And ratings are good. People have good things to say because I've given them quality. And if I do um um a late sale, guess what I do? I give them a free extra print or two. I try to accommodate to my customers because that's what you're supposed to do, guys. That's what you're supposed to do. If you do something wrong, you need to make up for it. Even if it costs you money, you gotta make up for it. That will show you and teach you to do more right by your business and not screw up. Because then you won't have to have that extra money come out your pocket. So again, I'm gonna say this one more time because I don't know if you guys are like skimming through the video a little bit or watching fully through, but I'm gonna say this again. Share your business. Share your business. It is important. It is important, guys. You have to share that business, and don't be afraid to make those products the amount that you're selling it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Like the price, do what you gotta do. You have to, because look, you have to. Not even this is gonna be my price. 8.5 times 11 inches at $30. This is going to raise. This is just what I'm doing at the moment, but it's going to raise because drawings should at least start at 50. The fact that I made a drawing, that's 50. That was work there that I did. Equipment, wherever you guys get your prints from. How much money does that cost? Put that money into the equation. How much does it cost to ship? Put that money into the equation. All of that. It matters. Like, just to ship a 11 times, I think that should be 18, not 17. Yeah, but just to ship this alone, I don't know why it doesn't have a price. No, it does. Not sure why it wasn't popping up, but about 70 because when I go to FedEx to ship, I self ship. I just find that more easier instead of the add-ons like Printful and stuff like that. Because that stuff's like an extra $30 a month or something. Like I'd rather just do it by myself. Just straight go up to FedEx. Like it's simple. Like I live around by a FedEx, so. But yeah, $75 because, and oh, that's another thing. I'm gonna be switching over from FedEx because I think I will find USPS or yeah, USPS. The postal office. I find that more easier in terms of money than FedEx, I believe. But I'm still working through that, guys. But as soon as I find the answer, I'm definitely gonna give it to you guys in another video. But yes, FedEx charges like an extra like I don't know like 20 something dollars just to ship out a print size like this because they need a box. So it's a lot. You gotta put all that to the equation, you know. Um, but yes, don't be scared to do anything, guys. You don't know the answer unless you do it. I've seen that said so many times, and I firmly believe in that now. You rather try than do nothing at all. Like you could gain so much from just doing that, and also I have a lot of listings. I have a lot of things that I'm showcasing. Like that's another thing for your Etsy. You have to do that. Don't just showcase like a few little things and be like, "This is my store." Like, I mean, you could if you want, but I felt like showing a lot of prints and keeping it up to date. I may put like a new print out on my Etsy like every month or so, maybe like two a month or something like that, just to keep my buyers interested. Because you see, I have a lot of admirers, but and they show a few of my admirers. That was a secret admirer. But they also show me what other things that these people like, you know, all that stuff, and I take all that in to contribute. So, yeah, a lot of people. I thank you guys so much for favoring my shop. So yes, they favor when they favor it, they also end up following your shop. So like it's kind of like Etsy is notifying these people that I'm making new listings. Your art has to be top notch, guys. You can't like the quality has to be good enough. Not saying my quality is like the top notch best and this is what you need to follow. I'm not saying that. Even though I do think my quality is pretty awesome. I've gained a lot of confidence in my artwork to make my prices this high. But what I am saying is I'm just saying oh this is this sizzle? Yeah, this one's a poppy. Um, can't stress this enough. Like your art has to be top notch. It has to be something like a reason for why people would like to buy it. What is interesting to them? Like this, I had so many people like this. What interests them? A lot of people told me the highlights. Like I did highlights like right here. You know what I'm saying? Your highlights are fire. They love this afro and they love her eyes. I don't know. Somehow I drew her eyes. They look very soft and elegant. People like that. And I've had a lot of people tell me they like this pose. You know, it's a good pose. They haven't really seen that pose before. Um, yes. So yeah, I mean, and this pose, I mean, I found this pose and like I just did my own thing with it. I just did my own thing with it. That was pretty much it. Sometimes I use poses, every artist does, and they go from there. But of course, don't rip off somebody else's, work, of course. But yeah, just try to find like poses or make your own poses. That even works better. Shit, make your own poses. This is another popular one. Yep, so don't undervalue your work unless like you feel like you do have to go through the stages. Now, I kind of did feel like I had to go through the stages, and I didn't know that, I didn't have that much confidence in my artwork at the time, but I definitely had to go through the stages because it was a lot. Like, at first, when I first started out my art, like, wait, hold on, let me show you guys. I started out, my art didn't transform into looking like something for real until like the second phase of my art. This would count. This Nikki drawing would count as the second phase of my art. I started making art like this. That's why my art looks kind of different for some drawings. And this was an older logo of mine that I started out using. A friend of mine made. Definitely gonna shout him out. I think his name is. I can never say his name. It's on Instagram. Hokage X Rocage, something like that. Really good artist. Yes, he makes all of my logos. I really do appreciate him. Etsy, I'm trying to tell you, it's really good look. They even shout out other people's work that may look similar to what you have. Like, and best believe it's vice versa. It's vice versa. Whoever's all in this store's shop, they're gonna eventually see yours, and look, my stuff pops up again because it's Nicki Minaj and it's something that looks relevant to what the person may also like. It's just awesome, man. It's awesome. I'm trying to tell you guys, it's awesome. This is another second phase of my art. My art is looking like this as well. I gotta do better pictures of this. I'm definitely gonna update my pictures. But what else? What else? What else? Yeah, I can't really show any pictures right now of how my art first was like. But yeah, I came a long way. Actually, maybe I could. Oh, you know what? Linktree. Go straight to my TikTok because I made a video about this. Like how I first started out. I was like charging like $10. I was. I was starting at $10 because I just thought, hey, I'm trying out stuff. So, and I could get like better practice this way, but still getting paid, even if it was a little bit. But I felt like it's time. Oh, here we go.
2022. Because I'm doing better than I was last year. It's me. I don't care who's doing better than 2022. Because I'm doing better.
Stop it. You guys gotta work with me. Okay.
I don't care who's doing better than 2022. Because I'm doing better than I was last year. It's me against me. Okay?
See that brother?
I don't care who's doing better than 2022. Because I'm doing better than I was last year. It's me against me. Okay? Okay.
And in here,
I don't care who's doing better than 20 versus 2022. Because I'm okay.
this I was definitely charging like, I think I went up to like 50, and now I go by like 85. Like 85. Pretty soon, my finishes will be 100. Just because I'm getting that experience. I do it off of experience. I cannot stress this enough. Like, I won't sit up here and act like I'm gonna charge this much just because. No. The work has to show this. The work has to definitely show this. I get a few views on Pinterest, and I definitely shout out my artwork here. As you can see, it goes straight to my Etsy. See, guys? You guys gotta think like that. I swear. It's gonna make sense. It's definitely going to help. I charge a little bit more if it's a celebrity, you know. I just do that. I have rules to my stuff. You guys gotta make your own rules and see what works best for you guys. You can't just follow everything that I'm saying, but at least like excuse me, a basis of what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there you go. I thought my stuff froze. But yes, that's pretty much all I feel like that needs to be said at the moment that I could think about right now that would really help you guys out and that would be beneficial. Um, yeah. Also, be wary of what you're selling. Also, I'll discuss that in another video because some people are very sensitive about what they make, and that is okay. People want to be creative. People want to be noticed. So watch where you get your stuff from. Just watch out. Because it could definitely hurt your business. And you guys know. I'm a little bit calmer now because I'm drinking. So my voice probably changed. But yes, if you guys have any more questions, definitely let me know. I would definitely like to answer them. Also, when you do your artwork, make sure the detail is fire. Make sure that detail is fire, guys. People want to pay for that. Not saying that every person wants a specific type of art style. Everybody does art different. And some people will like your art just based off of however you do it. That seems interesting to them. That definitely happens. But I'm just saying, because like people look at my older art, how I started out, they were buying it, but only if well, no, actually no. I think my second phase art that I showed you guys earlier, people started buying that. They started buying it so much that I had to boost it up to at least 25. And also because it took me like little to no time to make the art. I'm pretty fast at drawing, but you'll learn as an artist that time kind of doesn't even equate to that all the time, like the pricing, because you just draw naturally fast, but it doesn't mean that you put in less work. You know, that's another story for another video. Just make sure you take time. Like, I'm gonna say something that I've learned as of recently. Like, I've been a little too hungry to like put out new prints for my Etsy account, but it's okay. Take your time and make the best work possible, guys. Make the best work possible. Don't stress over the Etsy thing. It will come. Etsy even naturally, if you guys didn't know, because that's why you guys kind of have to pay for the listing and stuff like that, because they charge like $1 or something like that for the um, the ads that they run. So people are going to see your Etsy. It just matters about how much credibility you already may have. Like I feel like I have like a decent amount of credibility, so people's like, oh, I know her, let me go support. You have to build that. You have to build your audience. I have a little bit of audience, not a big audience, but I have a little bit. But it's something, and it's starting to get bigger. You know, like you just gotta work your way up there. I've been drawing and starting my business. Like I've been drawing for a long time, like almost 20 years now. Almost 20 years. I think to be exact, maybe 18. But don't quote. But yeah, like you guys have to know that it doesn't work right off the bat. it's a process. I had my Etsy up for a while, didn't even know what I was doing with it for real yet. I was trying to figure out so many things with the Etsy because it wasn't so straightforward to me. I was just like, what the hell is this? Like, I had to ask other artists. I think I asked one, and I still was confused. I started looking at my own information. That's why I say, get your information on your own because people might do things a little differently than you. Like, that's the only time. So yeah, scratch that. I've asked like two artists about two things. Actually, no, three artists about two things. Because there was this one artist where I asked him, I was like, how do you make your prints like that for your paintings? Like, because I've been looking around about how to do that, but I couldn't find out for the life of me. It's not that much information out there about stuff like that. I guess because some artists feel as though, well, I don't want you, doing the same things as me because, stuff like that. Understandable. People kind of want to keep their how they do things to themselves, I guess. But me, I'm gonna definitely let you guys know. The more I know, I'm gonna let you guys know. Yeah, Etsy is awesome too. It does a lot of things for you and it works in your favor. You may have to pay for listings, but once again, it works in your favor. For me, at least, it feels like. But yes, take your time. Like I said, my Etsy was just sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know what the heck to do with it. Like, I don't know what's going on. Then somebody randomly, like through TikTok, because I have a TikTok, and I think I had my Etsy up, and they told me to. It was like, I found you by Etsy. Just bought some prints. I'm like, OMG, thank you. People find your store multiple ways, and from there, I swear it was like he bought something, and then everybody else just started coming through. But he was my first customer, and guess what? It helped me. It helped make my store look more reliable. So, you guys, like, you just gotta wait on that first person, probably. That's another thing. You gotta wait till that first person comes through to buy your stuff because right now your Etsy probably has 0 sales and 0 reviews, so it looks kind of sketch. And people might be like, I don't necessarily know if I want to shop here, and that's okay. Think about it. Put the perspective into your shoes. Like you'd probably understand. But, well, can't knock them because if I was in their shoes, my stuff does look kind of sketch. You know, like that's another thing. Put yourself in the eyes of your viewers or your audience, or like do it in a way where you're checking out somebody else's work. Like, or remember those times when you were checking out somebody else's work and you're like, they could do this, that, and the third. Use those same principles for your store. How does your store look to you? It will definitely help out how you view your store and what you should do with your store. It will definitely help. Trust me, guys. It's a process. You don't just get on there and sell. My stuff was on there for a bit. And I'm like, dang, nobody's probably gonna buy anything from on here. Like, but I was wrong. I was wrong. You know. Because I'm like, I have good artwork. But I think the problem is that nobody is seeing it. That's a lot of often the 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 problems for artists is that no, their artwork is good. It's just people don't see it. That's why you have to continuously put yourself out there. And remember, don't stress about it. Just let your Etsy just sit there for a little bit, work on some things, like find your audience more. I gained an audience first before I even made it. So that is a definite contributing factor. I like to do things by steps. Like I don't be quite feeling like, oh, I'm ready for this now. I'm ready to tackle this. I wait till I'm ready to tackle something because oftentimes we think we're ready for something, or probably not. Like I waited till my art got of a certain caliber to even start selling prints for real, and because it took me a while to even understand it. Like I'm like, what is this? How do I do this? Like, what the heck is going on? I just I don't get it. I don't understand it. I swear to God, I couldn't understand for the life of me, and I finally like pulled through with it. Like, I bet you guys are like, what was so hard that you didn't understand? Man, that is another video for another day. I swear it was just something on Etsy I was not getting. I swear it was. I think it was hard for me to find out, like, because they had like this shipping thing that you have to select. I'm like, how do I do that? Or else, if you don't select the shipping thing, I don't even think that you can put your product up there. So I'm like, okay, I gotta find this out. And at first, I was trying to do it with Printful, but then Printful, I'm like, I don't even know what happened with Printful. Like, I don't want to necessarily say that Printful took my money, but I don't know where my money went, but it didn't go to Printful when I asked them about it, and it didn't come through Etsy. So I had to kind of pay out of pocket, and I was so confused. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you have your Etsy working first. I had my Etsy up there thinking that it was working, even though I was still confused about certain things. I'm like, I'm thinking that it's working. I'm thinking that it's solid enough to still work though, but it wasn't. It wasn't, and it costed me money. So that's why I'm like, guys, don't be so eager. Make sure it's right first. You want to make sure it's right first, because you're like, wait, where's my funds? And then they're all gonna be like, don't got no weird. That's literally why I'm like, I'm not using Printful. Not saying you guys shouldn't try out Printful though. I think I just did it wrong. I don't know, because I went through so many different people with Printful, and then they didn't know exactly what was with Etsy. Like, and it was a lot. It was a lot. That's why I was like, I'm just doing it by myself. And you can, that's one thing that I could say I don't like about Etsy is that it's really hard to like get in contact with them. That's one thing I don't understand for the life of me. That's weird because like I had like so many questions and it was like so hard. Like it was just weird. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was like, I'm just gonna do all this by myself. I don't need no extra people and stuff like that. Because I can't even find out where my money is. No. Mhm. It was just a no for me. I was just like, no, I got this. I got this. I can sell it. And that's what pretty much happened. Like, for the basics, I'll go into detail in another video. I don't like to trash other businesses just because I may have had a bad experience because it was probably something I didn't understand. I always look at stuff like that. It was probably something I didn't understand because other people may like it. Some people may not, but that's okay. Just find what matters is finding out what works best for you. It's not all about trashing and stuff like that. Like, because Etsy's still good to me. Like, so that's why I'm like, okay, it's hard to get in contact with people, but they offer so much, and they're still growing. I'm sure. things will change. People learn, just like us. People learn. So, trashing another business, don't believe in that. I just was like, okay, I can sell my stuff on my own. I'm not sure if this other stuff really even is for me. So, I'm going to focus on doing that for me. I'm gonna be doing lives again soon. I have like a decent amount of followers than what I had before, so we could try it out. Um, and see how it goes. I like to do like drawings and stuff. I like to do that. I think it's fun. Yeah, what's always worked best for me is sharing my stuff. I let people know. I don't be scared to let them know. Why would they be bugging somebody? Everybody knows that you have a business. You have to share it. And I know some people are like, yeah, people are doing all this stuff. You're dang right. You're dang right. Like, a lot of people are just going to support you in different ways, but that's okay. Find those people that are going to like hurry up and buy your stuff anytime you get a chance. But that takes a while. You know? People care about their money just like you. They don't want to just invest in something and then it turns out to be all crazy. They gotta make sure that it's okay for them to buy from. You gotta understand people and you have to understand business. That's pretty much it. Don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. Hmm. How else are people gonna know about your business if you don't share it? I made a status of it, and a lot of people agreed with it. And I'm like, yeah, like, and you know what? It's crazy because I know a couple people that I haven't seen a status on it. That I guess there's so many people out here that do that. Like they have businesses and don't even really share their businesses for real. And then they're like, nobody supports my stuff. But you don't share your business like that. Like you have no content to really share. You don't put content out there really. So you can't be mad at that. I don't know if people are really out here actively doing that, but you can't do that. You have to share your. It's silly for anybody to think like that. Like, go out there and show your art. Nobody knows about you just off the bat. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know necessarily what people be thinking. So, but yes, please share your artwork. I can't stress that enough, guys. That's why I keep saying it, because it matters. But there's definitely a process, and I'm gonna make a video on my exact process of how I started. I started everything by steps, like I said earlier. I'm the type of person where I like to do stuff by steps. I I also am that person though that likes to take on things before I can. Maybe you guys are like that too, but Trust, it all comes when it needs to come. And I'm just so grateful that it came for me because it felt like I was ready. You know, God only gives you stuff that you're ready for. I know a lot of people don't, I won't say a lot of people, but I mean a lot of people in the sense where, everybody has different opinions. They believe in things a certain different type of way. We may believe in God, but believe in Him in a different type of way. Understand? But whatever you believe in, just know that it's going to take time and will be given to you when it has to. It's always the same thing. If you believe in anything outside, you should know that that's a principle. Either way, that's a principle. But yeah, I started my art business back in like 2018, like officially. I was always working towards it since like 2011, 2012 with my series, but then I started thinking to sell art prints like 2018 stuff like that because I started drawing digitally and stuff. Like I really actually started getting into my craft, so I officially started making that business happen. So I got like a few years under my belt of people that like my art and stuff. And a lot of people I knew them since college, high school, and they from. So that's another reason why it kind of pays to like be in school, have school connects, stuff like that. Some of my teachers follow me too. You know, it all helps. It all helps. But if your journey wasn't set up like that, though, that's okay. Don't believe that. Dang, I'm screwed. Like no, that's not true. You just got a different path. Or it may be slightly different. Well, I can't say that. Everybody's paths are different. There may be similar paths. This is gonna be another art print that I'm gonna be putting up. I love October. My birthday's coming up in a few days, and yes, I'm a Libra. You guys remember that when you watch me channel? But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. I don't know if I could talk for like 30 minutes or so, but I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, this has a lot of color in it. I also like to switch up my styles to attract different customers and stuff. Um, I want to do here we go. Like this. This is something different. I don't usually make stuff like this. Like I love skulls. I do usually make skulls and goddesses, and I like flowers and stuff like this. But just how I put it all together, I don't know. It looks kind of like I guess more fantasy. I like fancy and stuff like that. I've been making fancy, but it's just a new approach with how I did it and with the lines and stuff and how I'm gonna color it. So definitely step out your comfort zone with it. It definitely helps. So yeah, guys, I think I'm going to stop this here. I'm gonna stop the video here. If this video wasn't too clear, don't worry. There'll be another video. I'll have more videos for sure. You guys will get it all. Just bear with me because I'm starting out with the channel like this. I know people like to watch people, you know, and see them and stuff like that. But I'm about to get ready to feel like I said. So, yeah, guess I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna post this like right now. I had another video too, talking some stuff. In due time, in due time. I know I said I was gonna be making like night videos, but now I'm gonna be doing more daytime videos. So yeah. Oh, this looks so raw. All right, see you guys.